And into the show on this fine Thursday evening. I am Preston Poole. That is Tyler Adams. Unadvised here on the Sports Animal YouTube and our very own X account at Unadvised Pod. Lots to talk about today, T-Bag. We got the NFL playoffs. We've got the Thunder, who are back winning basketball games like they were to start the season.
At the sacrifice of everybody's body.
Yes, because everyone is hurt. And then we'll even dive into what is the college basketball landscape in the state of Oklahoma, which looks like our weather this weekend. It looks like it's going to be miserable from here on out. So we'll get into that and a whole lot more. First of all, how are you doing on this fine Thursday?
Dude, I'm dreading this weather. I'm dreading it. I don't have a snow shovel. Did not prepare at all whatsoever. I bought my frozen pizzas just so I don't have to brace the element. So I went to the grocery store, got some frozen pizzas, got some good snacks. I'm prepared. I am prepared.
Yeah.
But this is Preston. I mean, me and you. I think we both like to drink beer. I think that's safe to say. This is one of those weekends where I got my drinking pants on. You know, I'm ready to have a weekend. I don't think that's going to be happening, which is probably good because I'll be feeling, won't be hungover all week. But I'm dreading it, to say the least. I'm dreading it.
Anywhere from a little snow to all the snow in the whole entire world.
We're getting all the snow. I think we're getting a lot.
We'll see. That should start tomorrow evening through Sunday, early morning / afternoon. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and just start with the NFL. We'll talk about the Seahawks and the Rams. This game is are both of these on at the same time?
No.
Okay, no. I thought this said 3:30, not 5:30. So this one is on at 5:30 Sunday evening. The 1 seed Seahawks hosting the Los Angeles Rams, an NFC West battle. What are your thoughts on this game?
This is a Super Bowl. I think this game's a Super Bowl. I think these are clearly the two best teams remaining, especially Seattle. And I know we can talk about Sam Darnold and stuff, but I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think Sam Darnold's got to play Superman on this team because they're just so good everywhere. They're the only team left that's really not flawed. They don't really have a flaw that you can look at. So when it comes to the game itself, I lean Seahawks just because of home field advantage, but man, it is a Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay game, that's a pretty lethal combination that, me and you have talked about over the years. Just when you have those two guys, they're never counted out. So I lean Seahawks, but I think the Rams. I mean, I think it's close to a toss-up. I really do. We saw this game played. It's 1-1. Both scores were within 2 points or whatever it was. So it's 50-50.
Well, and the last time these guys played was it was in Seattle, right? And it was that one weird play that Zach Charbonnet just happened to pick up the ball on that 2-point conversion, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
And go into the end zone, and it counted. So, that's kind of what these games have been like this year. This line opened at Seahawks -1.5. It's been bet all the way up to Seahawks -2.5, so a full point in favor of the Seahawks. I like the Seahawks, and like you said, I don't think Sam Darnold has to do that much, especially if you have Kenneth Walker playing like he did last week. I think he scored more touchdowns in that game last week than he did the whole entire season. They were great on offense last week. Their defense is good. I would say
teams.
Yeah, their defense is 1 or 2 with the Denver Broncos, which we'll talk about the Broncos here in a little bit, but I think those are the two best defenses left.
Yeah,
in the playoffs. I would lean Seahawks slightly on this one just because it is in Seattle. And they do, I think, have the best unit, maybe the two best units in the game with their special teams. Like you said, Rashid Shaheed, that was a great trade that they made halfway through the season.
Hell of a pickup.
I favor the Seahawks in this one for me. I just think they'll pull it out.
What's the spread? It's like 2.5 in this one.
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah, that's I see. Even with the 2.5, it's just like because I guess I'd take Rams. I guess I'd just take Rams plus the 2.5. Like if I had to look at it in a betting way, it'd be Rams plus 2.5.
Seattle 6-2 at home this year. The Rams 5-4 on the road. One of those losses was already in Seattle. So that game's Sunday at 5:30 on Fox. The other game in the NFL this weekend, the Broncos and the Patriots. This is a more intriguing game, I think, because everyone thinks that it's going to be a blowout, but I think that the Denver defense is good enough to hold the Patriots to a low-scoring game. It's just, does Jarrett Stidham is he able to do enough since Bo Nix will be out for the remainder of this season? That's the biggest question.
So I think Denver can win this game, even if Stidham isn't like some Stidham has to play good. Don't get me wrong; he can't play like C.J. Stroud played.
I think the only way they win is if their defense is just absolutely outright dominant.
If Jarrett Stidham just does what Sean Payton asked him to do, which probably isn't going to be like incredibly hard. Which, you know, to ask a guy to start in the AFC Championship after he's started 4 games his whole career, hasn't taken a snap like all season or something like that, whatever it was. It is difficult to have a guy go out there, but like I think the Broncos are very live in this game still. Like I don't think this is just like, oh, Patriots are just going to kick their ass and onto the Super Bowl. Patriots are back. Like that could be the case. I mean, you know, that we see, you know, blowouts in conference championship games all the time, usually by the home team. But whenever someone has their starting quarterback out, you know, it could be different. But I do think the Broncos are very live in this game. I'm taking Broncos plus the points for sure. And Sean Payton, like, I'm not saying that, you know, you just got to – what else is Sean Payton supposed to say? I know. But the way he's talking about Stidham is kind of like, hey, like, we can win with this guy. Like, he said we're going to sling it. He said today we're going to sling it. We're going to air it out, sling it, and be aggressive. So I don't know.
I'm glad he's confident because I am not confident in Jarrett Stidham's abilities. He started 5 NFL games. He's lost 4 of those. And I guess, I mean, that was with the Patriots, who just weren't good at that point, you know, right after Tom Brady left to go to Tampa. But I don't see it. I think this is the Patriots, and unfortunately, the New England Patriots make it back to the Super Bowl.
I see. Maybe I'm just like living in denial because I just don't want to see that happen again. Like it's
I don't either. But you know, that is, I think, what's more than likely going to happen because, you know, again,
are we still even sure if the Patriots are good?
That's a good question.
Like I've they could be in the Super Bowl, and like I'm still like they're like above average.
Yeah, I think that they're not. I was gonna say they're kind of like Indiana, but not really. I mean, they just do a lot of things right. You know, Indiana does everything right.
If the Patriots in the NFC, I don't know if they win a playoff game. I don't know if they win a playoff game if they're in the NFC.
Yeah, I guess
outside of if they played the Panthers.
Yeah, everything kind of went right in the AFC this year in terms of like injuries and stuff like that. I still think they're a solid football team.
I'm being a little facetious, you know, obviously being a little facetious. You don't make it to the AFC Championship without being, you know, good. It's just like compared to like if you kind of think about like past AFC Championship teams, it's just like, or NFC Championship teams, are just like, yeah, I just don't really have a vibe on the Patriots compared to the other teams. You're kind of like, they're like the Commanders last year was kind of like the surprise, but then you're like, oh, Jaden Daniels is like playing on the Xbox mode right now.
Yeah, I do agree with you that the 2 best teams are left that are there on the NFC side. With the Rams and the Seahawks. So who would you pick for your Super Bowl? Monday morning, you wake up, you're freezing cold. You have to you know, get your dog sled ready to go into work. Who are you picking for your Super Bowl?
I got my skis downstairs, and I think I'm just gonna have Spinozzi just drag me behind his Jeep. That's probably the easiest route to go about it. I mean, if I had to pick Seahawks, Patriots, what I'm rooting for is Rams, Broncos.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Matt Stafford guy. It pained me that he killed me. He beat me last week. By the way, I know we don't need to get into all the Bear stuff, but as the week goes on, the loss hurts more. Sunday and Monday, I was like really appreciative, and then like you look back and you start thinking about the plays that did go the Bears' way. And like the moment and the opportunities that they had and the feeling when Cole Kmet, got that touchdown, you're like,
that
they're
touchdown
invincible.
throw from Caleb Williams was
Every Bears
incredible.
fan, I think, had the same reaction as we're going to win the Super Bowl. Like, it's just, there's nothing this team can do wrong. So it pains me that Matt Stafford did that, but I'm still a Matt Stafford guy. I want him to get that second ring and really submit himself as like one of the all-time quarterbacks. So I'm rooting for the Rams and the Broncos because screw the Patriots.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be Seahawks, Patriots.
I do as well. Yeah, I was sitting here last was that Saturday or Sunday, that game? I think it was Sunday.
Which game?
The Bears game.
Yeah, Sunday night.
I was sitting here playing Xbox and I had it on my TV right here next to me, and I just looked over and saw Caleb Williams
just running back
like 50 yards and then just sling it. And I literally said out loud, I was like, "Oh my god!" Whenever he completed that pass and they scored, that was just an insane game. But
I'm a football guy again, by the way. I want everyone to know. I went to the basketball route there for a little bit. I'm backing on football because not saying OSU is the next Indiana, but like who's to say that they can't be the next Indiana? So I'm all in on football again.
I've seen a few articles and tweets and stuff like that on Twitter this week, and I just sit back and I'm like, I don't know. Like Eric Morris can be a very good head coach.
Yeah.
I don't know if he is Curt Cignetti levels.
So here's the thing with that. Like, look, do I fantasize about it? Yeah. And do I believe that it could happen? Yeah, of course I do. That's what fans do. Anyone can do what Indiana did, number one. And I think a lot of people are saying OSU right now is just because like the success at G5 level, bringing half the roster with them over with the quarterback. So like, I believe that OSU can turn it around to be a playoff contender in 2 years, but like, and I believe any program is 1 or 2 seasons away from being in playoff contention. Any program in the country, if they want to. Indiana proves that. They're a horrible program. Indiana just proved it can't happen. The one thing is, I don't think there's just a whole lot of Curt Cignettis running around.
No, there's not.
Eric Morris could be the best coach in Oklahoma State history. He could surpass Mike Gundy. I don't know if he's going to do what Curt Cignetti did. I don't know if that's going to happen.
It's again
because
like
we've one of one.
Yeah, and we said it for 2 months leading up to the game. They just do everything right. Every single thing Indiana does right, and they ended up winning the national championship this year, which was a great game, by the way. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but it was an absolute fantastic football game. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead.
Great.
Yeah. So it was. I mean, thinking back in my lifetime, obviously Texas and USC and the Rose Bowl, that was a good one. I'd probably put that number one. I'm trying to think. There's one that went to OT a few years ago.
Alabama. Clemson and Alabama.
Was that the one that went to overtime?
Whenever there's Georgia, Alabama went to overtime with Devontae Smith. The Georgia Clemson game or the Alabama Clemson game, wherever Deshaun Watson hit Hunter Renfrow in the corner.
Oh yeah.
That was a great game.
That one. I believe that was in Arizona.
We haven't had a whole lot of great national championships though. Like it's like one of every 3 is like great.
Yeah, and that one felt like Indiana early, and then in the second half, it felt like okay, Miami's going to go and somehow find a way to pull ahead, and then Fernando Mendoza just slammed the door right in Miami's face and said "F you" on the way out, which I'm pretty sure he actually did.
I love how he was partying. By the way, I love how there's clips going around of him like actually celebrating and partying. It's like good job, like, good for you. I didn't know if you're capable of partying like that, but he was.
And then he
missed the 8 a.m.
LinkedIn
interview.
Post.
You see, he missed his 8 a.m. interview.
Oh, I did not see that.
So, like, we've had some not degenerate. We've had some quarterbacks win a national championship that are prone to partying. Will Howard, Joe Burrow, for example. Stetson Bennett got arrested. Like the night after he won a national championship. All of them made their interviews. All of them made their 8 a.m. interviews. Press conference. Fernando Mendoza was the one quarterback who has missed his 8 a.m. interview because I think he just overslept. I think he was just blackout drunk on a floor somewhere, just sleeping.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
You win the biggest game of your life to do the biggest thing in your life, and in front of your new bosses because Tom Brady and the Raiders were there and they watched. So good for him. Good for him. All right, let's get into the Oklahoma City Thunder. They play tomorrow night against why am I blanking on who they play tomorrow night?
Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, the Indiana Pacers rematch of the NBA Finals, kind of, not really, but kind of. Because Indiana is without their best player, Tyrese Halliburton, and the Thunder, it looks like, are going to be without a good chunk of players who have they went on a 4-game road trip, and I think 5 players or something like that.
We lost some good men along the way. I mean, we won the road trip, won 3 out of 4. You take that every single 4-game road trip, won 3 out of 4. We won the road trip. It was so valiant, but we lost a few good men along the way.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up the injury report. Ihart's still out. Aaron Wiggins and Jay Will are game time decisions. That leads me to believe that they will play. Unfortunately, AJ Mitchell out and Alex Caruso out as well. And AJ, I mean, last night, that dude was on fire in the first quarter.
I mean, you had the same tweet within like 10 seconds of each other.
I think it was AJ Mitchell at the exact same time.
Yeah,
we hit the send button. Yeah,
it was just AJ Mitchell. Like AJ Mitchell, dude, he's incredible. And you tweeted out the picture of me, you, and AJ when we talked at media days with him, and we just have to remind everyone that me and you would be doing this show from Bora Bora on a yacht right now if we could invest in AJ Mitchell stock, because we probably could have put in a couple grand. You know, we probably could combine all of our money, or a half of our money. We could have been a little conservative with it, but we would have put a good chunk of change. And in a short, 18 months, me and you would have just been the richest men on earth. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State would just be taking turns winning national championships. It'd be great. It'd be great.
Yeah, if we were up to that, it would be bedlam in the national championship every single year.
Could you imagine if me and you both just got rich off like some stock market investment and like we're the face of OU and OSU football?
That would probably be a dangerous position for everyone.
I'd embarrass the program so much on accident. I'd just be it'd be bad. Be raging on Twitter after a game, like with some like burner account.
What the F is going on? Out for the Pacers tomorrow, Benedict Mathurin, Obi Toppin, and then of course Halliburton is out for the season. I mean the Thunder, how many games in a row? Or what are they in their last 10? Because they lost that game to Miami.
7-3, 8-2, something like that.
Yeah, I believe so. Where the standings at? Sorry,
they had the best. They had the best. I was looking
7-3,
and I think it's the best. If you look at the NBA in the last 10 games, they still have the best record, or in the last 10 games, or the Detroit's 8-2, so they caught up.
Yeah, Pistons are pretty good. They're starting to pull away in the East. The Thunder have started to pull away in the West. They're 6.5 games up on the Spurs and 7.5 on the Denver Nuggets. Although they haven't played the Nuggets yet. This season.
Spurs are mid, dude. How did the Thunder lose them 3 times?
I think it was a culmination of a lot of things, and then that's when everyone freaked out, and then everyone kind of realized like, oh, maybe a couple of games don't really, define like what's going to happen.
82
in
games,
3 months. Yeah, exactly.
But like you look at the standings, and look, the Spurs are very good. Obviously, I'm talking my bleep, but Denver, Houston, and the Lakers. So the 3 teams with all right there. Hell, include Phoenix. I guess you can't really include Phoenix. I don't know about the injury.
They're playing pretty well. They just got one of their best players back. Yeah.
But the Lakers, Houston, and Denver have all been battling with like pretty bad injury all season. Like Jokic is out for Denver for like 5 weeks. And it's still a 1-game lead. And I know Wemby's on a minutes restriction and stuff, but like, come on, Spurs. You should have at least a 2-game lead.
Yeah. And obviously the Lakers have just looked miserable. Their last. They've won 2 in a row, but before
LeBron's
they looked miserable.
Yelling at Jeannie Buss, and Jeannie Buss is yelling at LeBron. Do you see this drama?
I've
kind of chose to opt out of it, but I have seen some of it.
I've fully chosen to opt out. I saw like the headlines. That's about it. I didn't read any stories.
I read a headline.
Did not care.
Jeannie Buss was pretty much just fed up with LeBron, and I should have read it just to increase my LeBron hate knowledge.
Well, it makes sense, like, because I even saw an alert earlier from Shams. It's like Rich Paul, who is LeBron's right hand man, his best friend, his agent, is like pushing the Mavericks to trade Anthony Davis and stuff like that. So I completely understand why someone would be tired of LeBron James and his cronies that he brings around with him.
I haven't read the story. I'm Team Jeannie Buss. I can already tell you without reading the story. I'm Team Jeannie Buss.
Yeah, I'm over it. I told one of my buddies a couple of weeks ago, I was like, the Lakers aren't winning anything until LeBron retires. Like they're not winning anything.
Because once he retires too, they're gonna have so much cap room to actually go out and do some things.
Yeah, they'll have like $60 or $70 million. It's
like, those are 3 really good role players to go along with Austin Reeves and Luka.
Exactly. So, exactly. I had something on my mind about the Thunder, and we had someone text in last night after the game, said that clearly the Thunder are better without J-Dub. What is your
opinion
on that? They are better than the guy that dropped 40 points in the NBA Finals.
Do the Thunder win a championship without Jalen Williams last year?
No.
Personally, I don't think so. I don't think so. But this year's different, Preston.
Yeah. I mean, look, the facts.
Someone texted me today and said Jalen Williams on the trade block. And I just replied back, hell, with like 10 L's, nah.
Yeah. He hasn't been 100% healthy this year. And
if he has a down season this year, he has a down season this year.
Yeah.
Like, what's J-Dub going to be in 3 years? I think pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Another player that's been has been playing well, except for last night, is Chet Holmgren, who appears might be an all-star this year.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, Chet was great last night, but like he's also taking all the workload down low right now, without J. Will, without Isaiah. So yeah, and he's still playing great.
I'll tell you who also is playing great.
A
guy by the name of Lou Dort.
Oh, Lou Dort's playing good.
Shut down Donovan Mitchell and Giannis Antetokounmpo in back-to-back games.
Shout out Kenny Hustle, by the way.
Everyone's
trying to include him on trade blocks right now. I'm like, nope. You need a Kenny Hustle. You need Kenny Hustle in your life.
There's only going to be one player traded from the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I think it was kind of made clear last night that this certain player was not really getting on the court whenever they needed bodies.
Exactly.
Might be preserving his body.
Yeah. They would have rolled Nick Collison out, I thought, before they rolled Ousmane Dieng out onto the court last night.
Yeah.
They waited until Shea played the fourth quarter because they did not want to put Ousmane Dieng on the court until it was, wave the wife. I mean, literally everybody else. They had Brooks Barnhizer, Youngblood, and all the other two-way guys out there before Ousmane Dieng. Hell, I think those guys played the first half.
How many games has Chris Youngblood played in? Because he only gets 51 as a two-way guy, and I think he's played in. I'm going to look right now. I think he's played in quite a few.
I don't think he's played in as many as you think.
29.
29, yeah, that's a decent chunk then.
And then Carlson, 31. Barnhizer, 22. So Barnhizer, you're ready, baby. You're going to be the two-way guy for a big chunk of it.
Yeah, especially, depending how long J-Dub is out, which I would assume, probably another week or so, because you don't really want to mess with the hamstring at all.
No,
so I wouldn't want to do that at all.
When I learned about hamstrings and because when you think hamstring, rest up for 3 weeks, you'll be fine. I always come back to this, and this might bring up PTSD for you, Preston. But Sterling Shepard in 2014 tore his hamstring early on. It's either in fall camp or within the first 2 weeks of the season, and could not get back on the field all season because every time he tried, he re-aggravated. Then there was Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon for the Bears this year, groin and hamstring. They both try to suit up, retort, and warm up. So hamstring, hamstring is one of those things where it's got to be 100% healed before you can get back up. Because if you go out there and it's 85% healed, it could delay. That's one step forward, 20.
Be out back. Another month.
Yeah. So it might be a while before J-Dub's back, and Hartenstein, which.
I did see iHeart doing some conditioning work.
Yeah,
before the game yesterday.
I guess he'll probably be back within the next 5-6 games.
We'll see. We again don't really know a timetable, but we shall see. We shall see. Definitely
I'm
know
a
it's not
doctor,
tomorrow
so
night.
I'm a doctor, so
Yeah.
I know these things.
All right, before we wrap things up, let's do a quick minute on college basketball here in the state of Oklahoma. Obviously, I've said many a time, the only game I've watched is the Bedlam game back in December. So, for my opinion, is that both of these teams looked really good. And then since then, all I've heard is that these are two of the worst basketball teams to ever step on a basketball court.
Well, so OSU's weird. OSU's very mediocre. OSU's a definition of 500. And so I didn't watch the game against TCU on Tuesday. Watched Lord of the Rings 2 Towers in theaters. It was sick. And I'm glad I didn't because I was like kind of like checking my phone like all game, like kind of like box score watching. And OSU had an 8-point lead all game. And then they lose by 2 because they forgot how to score the basket, I guess, with 3 minutes left. They just didn't make any points. Didn't literally make anything. So look, I don't really know much about OU. I know they're very disappointing, and Porter Moser is probably out. Like if I had to guess right
I
now,
would say
probably
that
a miraculous turnaround.
Yeah.
OSU is still alive. They're still alive. They still have a pulse. But they just got stabbed again, and they're slowly bleeding out because that TCU loss was brutal. You can't lose that game. Look, it's one thing to get out there and lose it in normal fashion, but if you got an 8-point lead with 3 minutes left in the Big 12, and if you're an NCAA tournament team, you find a way to win that game.
Yeah, I do know about Nebraska ball. They're still
undefeated. And really, imagine just going just imagine 10 years ago, someone comes up to me and is like, "Hey, Tyler Preston, college football is about to change forever. Be a 12-team playoff. Players can just leave whenever they want, transfer schools. They get paid a lot of money too.
Yeah.
The conferences have all split up. The Pac-12 doesn't even exist. And Indiana wins the national championship in football. And why they win the national championship in football, Nebraska is a certified top 5 undefeated team in college basketball. Yeah. You're like, huh, things are really about to change, aren't they?
Nebraska's never won a tournament game. Now they do play number 3 Michigan at Michigan here in Tuesday.
I know Michigan's Tuesday. Really good.
Yeah, Michigan is really good. And then the game after that, next Sunday, they play Illinois, who's a decent squad. And then they have Purdue coming up. So they've got a couple of good teams coming up. But they've already beat Michigan State, who's a decent squad. They've already beat Illinois already this season. So they seem like a pretty good squad. I might have to tune in. Normally, I wait until conference tournament season. But maybe since no football, I might have to turn on a couple of college basketball games. We'll see. We'll see if I let that seep into my brain.
Maybe to watch Nebraska.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, shout out.
All right. Anything else before we put a bow on this thing?
No. I'm just really dreading the storm, very much. Just.
Oh, I forgot. Shout out Mike McDaniel.
Oh yeah,
hell of a guy. That should be
his offense fits. Look, personality wise, him and Jim Harbaugh cannot be more opposite. But with Mike McDaniel, with what he wants to do with offense, with pounding the rock, and then letting Justin Herbert air it out, that's perfect for the Chargers.
Oh yeah,
Jim Harbaugh wants to pound that rock, baby, and he's got a quarterback that can air it out too. So perfect fit, in my opinion.
Those press conferences are going to be electric.
Oh my. Could not be more opposite human beings. Jim Harbaugh is just going to look at him so many times and be like, good thing you're good at calling plays. Good thing you're good at calling plays.
Yeah, hell, he can keep the South Beach attitude as well in LA, I think. I don't think the fashion is too different. Between
the capris are going to get even more capri.
Perfect. The Chargers did lose Jesse Minter, who was one of the better defensive coordinators. He's going to be the Ravens head coach now. That does suck.
Ravens didn't go offense.
Yeah, you would have thought, but Minter used to coach in Baltimore for Harbaugh, so the Ravens wanted to get away from Harbaugh, but they hired a through and through Harbaugh guy as their next head coach.
Literally has like been with both Harbaughs.
Yeah. So yeah. All right, that's gonna do it for us. We'll be back next week, Lord willing. We don't get lost in the snow this weekend. But we'll see. Everyone be safe out there. Don't drive like an idiot on the roads, because I might have to get on the roads for Thunder basketball games. So don't drive like an idiot, and everyone be safe and be warm. We'll see you next time.